Mark Cabanis here. It's digital reading session time again here at Jubilate Music Group. And with me today in our studio via Skype, the crazy and talented Benjamin Harlan. Hi, Benji. How you doing?
Hi, Mark. Doing great. Thanks.
Good. Listen, it's so great to have you here, Benji, as always. And it's great to work with you once again. And listen, what they don't know, we're going to tell them about. You and I spent a day in the studio recently, and we, along with orchestrator Ed Hogan, produced and you arranged and you did a whole lot of work before we got to that studio, a new Christmas cantata, Christmas Carol Celebration. It's a cantata for choir and congregation. Benjamin Harlan is the congregational worship specialist, you could call him. And so, Benji, talk about Christmas Carol Celebration and what thoughts come to you before we start listening a little bit about that work.
You know, Mark, Christmas is one time that everybody likes the music of Christmas. My mother-in-law, who will tell you she can't match pitch, she loves to sing Christmas carols. People of all ages, whatever their worship preference styles are, they love Christmas carols. Choirs love to sing Christmas carols. So we have here some music the choir can enjoy for years to come. At the same time, arrangements that will permit you to use the congregation in a very substantive way.
The last count, I think we had around 17 carols or something like that in this work, but I want the viewers to know that just because it's chock full of carols does not mean it's going to last 2 hours. It's 40 to 45 minutes in length and just brimming with carols that are skillfully and masterfully arranged. I mean, these aren't just out of the hymnal carol arrangements that you've done, Benji. These are truly beautifully and artfully done, freshly done. And I, of course, remember Joy to the World, Away in a Manger, Still, Still, Still. What are some of the other carols in the work, Benji?
Well, Mark, I think people will love the way we open with the original fanfare, how after all these fabulous orchestrations, we end up with a very simple In the Bleak Midwinter. The carols in between, there are lots of carols for everybody. I've got a list here. O come, Emmanuel, It Came Upon the Midnight Clear, O Little Town of Bethlehem to the Forest Green tune, Away in a Manger to the alternate tune, Go Tell It on the Mountain. Lots of things. Again, the director can decide how much to include the congregation or how much to let the choir take the lead role. Maximum flexibility, the carols you love, and done in a way that retains the DNA of each carol.
Beautifully said, Benji, beautifully said. Okay, so we're not going to talk anymore. We're going to let you listen now to excerpts from Christmas Carol Celebration from Benjamin Harlan, arranged by Benjamin Harlan and orchestrated by Ed Hogan, and we'll talk to you on the other side. Those were excerpts from Christmas Carol Celebration, a new cantata for choir and congregation, arranged by Benjamin Harlan, orchestrations by Ed Hogan, narration by Ragan Courtney. Benji, what final remarks do you have for our viewers about the cantata?
Mark, I think these arrangements have the ability to be timeless classics. I would also say the accessibility for all choirs and of all sizes of choirs was one of the preeminent things that we wanted to do. Small choirs will find them most accessible. The voicing is SATB. And then large choirs will find them eminently singable with these fabulous orchestrations. And as I always feel, the piano accompaniment needs to be substantive enough, not difficult, but provide a wonderful foundation for these carols if that's all you have. And then if you can add some of the other orchestral instruments, just the more the better. Enjoy singing things that you'll enjoy singing year after year.
Absolutely, Benji. So well said. And listen, folks, as the publisher of this work and the producer in the studio, I can tell you that we had so much fun that day putting this down on tape and with the full orchestra and the singers. It is such a Christmassy work. I mean, when you hear it, as you've just heard, it's just full of wonderful carols and a little bit of new material that Benji snuck in there with, there's a Song in the Air, a new tune for that. So there's some just a few little places where there's some new material because we feel like every cantata needs a little new surprise here and there, and yet the thrust of this cantata is just a wonderful wealth of Christmas carols that are such a rich heritage of the Christian faith that we all love to sing at Christmas. So if you're looking this year for just a real Christmassy work that's easy to prepare and powerful to be presented, take a look at Christmas Carol Celebration from Benjamin Harlan. Benji, thanks for spending time with us today on this digital reading session.
Mark, you know, I always enjoy collaborating with you on these projects, and I hope people will find just a special connection with these Christmas carols this coming Christmas season.
Great, Benji. Thanks again for watching this digital reading session. Merry Christmas.